You alright? This is Nhlanhla Sikhosana reporting outside the Zimbabwe embassy in London. I've just got Emma here from the protesters here at the vigil. And we're going to ask you a few questions. Emma, why are you here at the Zimbabwe vigil today?
I'm here as a youth to promote change for our country. That's why I'm here.
All right. Do you think that things like this Zimbabwe vigil, which has been going on for almost 10 years now, it's one of the longest going demonstrations in the world.
Yeah.
Do you think they make a difference?
I think they do. It's all about getting the words out to people. Even you can see passing by as people just passing by. They're just not looking. Most of them are coming in to ask, so why are you here? Why are you doing this? So obviously, to some extent, it's got an impact. Now the world knows. If one person knows, the world is going to know. So that's why I think it's a really good thing.
Okay, that's good. Do you think it sends out a message even to people like Robert Mugabe who are far away?
It sends out a message to everyone. We've got so many foreigners in London, and even if one person from Portugal sees us, he's going to tell other people, oh, what I saw when I was on holiday, there are Zimbabweans trying to make a change, a better change for their country. So all the world, worldwide.
Right now, there's a wave of change going on in Africa. Started in Egypt, Libya, and Tunisia as well. Do you think this also encourages people like back home in Zimbabwe to rise up against this government and send a message to them?
I surely do hope so, because out here, look at us, we're working hard for change. We can't just work hard on our own. We are here, they are there. They should be working as hard as we are as well to make a better country. So I can only hope that nobody dies for the sake of our country.
Distributing his generals and his soldiers throughout the country in what is now his way of campaigning by beating people up. What are your thoughts on this?
We are back to square one again. That's where we are. Instead of being civilized, he's being such a hard head. But he's that person that is not going to get off easily. See what is happening in those other countries, in Egypt and everywhere. People are fighting for the sake of freedom. We all want freedom. We all want freedom for our families in Zimbabwe. We all want freedom in this country as well, so that we can all live freely. But as the elections, I witnessed people getting beaten. I witnessed all of that because I was there when all of that was happening. Every election that happens, he kills people, he hits people. And we are here campaigning for a better life. So we can only hope that as people back there in Zimbabwe, the MDC can only fight as well. If he fights, we shall fight back. That's all we can do.
Okay. You mentioned the MDC. Before they were the opposition, then they signed the unity agreement, some sort of agreement with ZANU-PF, and they formed the coalition government. What are your thoughts on this, on that unity government as it is right now?
When I heard about it, I thought it was a clever idea. At least they were infiltrating into the government to see that how he works, how, like psychology, how his brain works, and see if they can conquer him through his own path. But now it's as though they're being pushed away. They took a back seat now, but we are here. We are going to rise again and fight against the government of ZANU-PF.
Yeah, that's good. There's also the issue of, say, our neighboring countries, especially I always mention South Africa, because they are nearest to us and they're the most powerful nation. They have the most influence. They have in them the power to make a change in Zimbabwe. What are your thoughts on the way or their attitude towards the politics in Zimbabwe?
My thought is that they are way too relaxed. They see the violence going on. If violence was happening in their country, what would we do? We would run and help them. They are just sitting there watching all these things happen. It's not good at all. It's not building a good relationship between the countries. If one country fails, we all fail because we are all African. If we were like Europe, it's in Europe, but we are all Africans. We are all in Africa. We are on the same continent. We should be helping helping each other to become a bigger and better continent, but we are just sitting there and watching each other die. What does that mean? They're not being helpful at all. We do not want someone, because we are here as Zimbabweans. Let us fight for ourselves if they are not going to fight for us.
Well, after what you have said, what sort of message would you like to send to your fellow protesters here at the vigil, our fellow Zimbabweans back home and all over the world, indeed to everybody who might be watching this? What would you say to them about the situation in Zimbabwe?
I would just like to educate people about the situation in Zimbabwe. This has been going on for years, but we've all just sat and just looked. It's as though we are looking into a film. Nobody is actually saying that at least people, let's see the situation which is there. Let's try and build a better country. We are here protesting for the sake of building a better country. Let's all open our minds. We can be great. Where we came from, we've got all this culture that anybody can come in and get absorbed by it, because we are good, we are traditional people, we love our culture. But all of that is getting destroyed by the government, the ZANU-PF government which is there. I would just like to educate people to know that as Zimbabweans, we are fighting hard, we are struggling. All we want is to build a better nation. As Zimbabweans, let's try and build a better nation for ourselves. We are here in England fighting, trying to make people aware. Them in Zimbabwe, open your eyes, get people educated about the situation in Zimbabwe, so that people do not judge first. Let them understand, then judge. That's all I want to say. Thank you.
We mentioned that this video has been going on for almost 10 years now. If it takes another 10 years, God forbid, that Mugabe is still in power and still brutalizing the people of Zimbabwe, are you willing to carry on coming over here?
I will stand here and protest as long as I can still stand upright and put my hand up. I will protest.
Thank you. Thank you for speaking to us. That is the message to Robert Mugabe. People will not stop until he is gone. They will continue protesting and sending out their message to him. He must go, and he must go now. Thank you.